Good morning, Wildcats. It is Wednesday, December 5th. Today we pay respect to former President George H.W. Bush, and our nation observes a National Day of Mourning for number 41. The stock market, U.S. Post Office, and other federal institutions will be closed today. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Hadi. Stay tuned for news about violent protests in France, the NBA Training Center in Senegal, and news to cure the blues. All this and more on this week's World News Wednesday.
On Monday, the NBA commissioned a new training center in Sali, Senegal, the first of its kind in Africa, as part of its drive to attract young teenagers to the league. The facility will also be the primary training location for the NBA Academy Africa for future hopefuls from across the continent.
Nearly 2 months after a rocket malfunction forced NASA and the Russian space agency Roscosmos to abort the launch of a Soyuz mission. A new space crew blasted off on Monday for the International Space Station and arrived safely yesterday afternoon. The mission is expected to last through July 2019 and join other astronauts who are currently at the space station.
President Trump left the Group of 20 summit in Argentina with an agreement not to raise tariffs on Chinese goods for the next 90 days. The deal amounts to a ceasefire in the series of escalating tariffs the U.S. and China have on each other's imposed goods throughout the year.
France will suspend prices on oil and gasoline after ongoing protests turned violent over the weekend, in a major concession by President Emmanuel Macron's government. Prime Minister Edouard Philippe will announce a moratorium Tuesday on fuel price hikes, which had been scheduled to come into effect on January 1st. Since the original demonstration, the protest has shifted and now specifically highlights the growing divide between the rich and the poor.
Now stay tuned for the weekly segment News to Cure the Blues.
Thanks, guys. It's that time of the year again. Christmas lights and other holiday decorations are going up, and a military veteran in Aurora celebrates by combining Christmas with a special tribute to his fellow service members. The display, designed and built by himself, highlights and commemorates the sacrifices that everyday men and women have given up and been making for decades. Everyone really tells me thank you. I'm just giving back, said 82-year-old Ron Bates. The idea to use his holiday display as a message board started more than a year ago, and he's been perfecting the idea ever since. Stay tuned next week for more uplifting news like this. Now back to our anchors.
Now to school news. NHS students, our December meeting will be held today after school in the East Cafeteria. Bring a canned food item.
Seniors, you're not able to vote for senior superlatives on your senior English teacher's Canvas page. You can only vote once. Voting ends on Friday at midnight.
If you're interested in math-related community service hours and CAS hours for IB students, come to Math Club on Fridays after school in Mr. Braillmeyer's room. Hope to see you there.
The Arthur Pappy Kennedy Scholarship from the YMCA is offering a scholarship for minority students with community service and at least a 2.5 GPA. Applications and essay are due December 14th.
Students who live with a single parent with a household income of less than $30,000 and at least 30 hours of community service can qualify for the Fred Griffin Jr. Scholarship. Get the application at the College and Career Center.
In sports news, our varsity cheer team is competing at Masters Academy tonight at 7:45. In addition, our boys basketball teams are playing tonight here at Winter Park High School. Games start at 4:30. Also tonight, at 5, our wrestling team will be competing in their first meet of the season at Colonial. Be sure to come out and support our Wildcats.
Congratulations to our Quiz Bowl team for placing second in the county to end a fantastic season on Monday night.
Students, administrators would like to remind you that there should be no use of cell phones, which includes listening to music during instruction time. This also includes when you are in the hallways during instruction time. You may use your cell phones in these times only, before school, in between classes, at lunch, and after school. And that's all we have for you today.
Updating you on the world news every week, this has been your World News Wednesday.